It is time for the first ever dual race in the Gatorade Cup Series. It's a pair of 30-lap races at the Texas Motor Speedway. This is nationwide duel number 1. Diego Yepez has won the pole in the 32 for today's race. Outside of him second is the 19 car of Carson Bowers. Then third it's Trey Rainey, fourth is Jay Jefferson. Rounding out the top 5 is TJ Hanley in the 23 car. Sixth place was Zachary Fitzwater Sr., 7th is Steve Morgan, 8th is Riley Sampson, in 9th we have Edwin Mendez, and rounding out the top 10 is the 42 car of Code Luigi. For the rest of the field, there's Jeff Bright. Inside of him is Anthony Nez in the 4 car. Then we have Kashawn Richardson with Riley Spurley in the 26. Then there's Luke Rainey and William Bullen with Keegan Thompson and Sebastian Kugel on the 51. With Carter Friesen and JJ Reed in the 46. Then we have Jose Mills and Griffin Lynn. Then there's Michael Gregory and Eli Bright with Scott Gregory and Ryan Brommer. Then we have Marshall Burrell, who comes in as the points leader. Justin Zidell in the 10 to his outside. Then we have Jonathan Buford with Roman Fenway the 13. Antonin Charlebois and Isaac Nichols the 48. Then there's Levi Schoens and Marcus Sachi, Nathan Stapleton and Anthony Fox, Dale Lightning with Nathan Orman, Max Anderson and Casey Nanico. And then the final row to Adam Garcia in 41st. 42nd is the 20 car of Derek Hamill. There's our 42 car field for nationwide duel number 1 here at the Texas Motor Speedway. Let's go on track time and fire these engines up.
Drivers, start your engines!
42 cars rolling off the starting grid to go racing here at the Texas Motor Speedway. 2 straight races of action here at Texas, 30 laps apiece. Normally it's a 54-lap race here at the Texas Motor Speedway. This season, 30 laps in both races. Who will win nationwide duel number 1 here at the Texas Motor Speedway? Yepez and Carson Bowers at the front row. Shorter race here at Texas for these Gatorade Cup Series drivers. Let's see how they adapt to it. Pace car to pit road. Yepez and Bowers on the front row for the first ever dual race in the Gatorade Cup Series. We are underway at Texas. Yepez leads lap 1 to 32. The Texan TJ Hanley is through to P2, getting by Trey Rainey, the 18th through 1 and 2. Here comes 35 Steve Morgan down the bottom of the racetrack. Yepez pulls away. The pack a little spread out right there down the back of the race. Trey Rainey crossover in the 23, gets down to the inside. Side by side for second again. As Yepez loves seeing that, he's going to try to pull away. Look at that, 3 wide back behind them, maybe even 4 wide. Getting close back there. JJ Reed's going around the 486. Into the grass he goes. He saved it. Contact with Jose Mills. They keep it straight for now. We're still green. What a save. Griffin Lynn the 7 coming to the bottom of the racetrack. Look at that, 3 wide. Bunched up here in the pack. Riley Spurley trying to get clear. The 26 gets down front of the 2 of Luke Rainey. Couldn't get that done. Here comes another Texas native. Jay Jefferson inside TJ Hanley. Gonna grab that spot away. Yepez continues to lead. Jay Jefferson has the helmet cam for today's race. Hanley has it for tomorrow's race. Go on board Jay Jefferson right now and see it. You saw there, the yellow flag is out. Caution for the first time. Michael Gregory has crashed at the entrance to turn 1. Racing back for second. Yepez will lead them back. Morgan will be second. Trey Rainey will be third. First yellow flag in the nationwide duel number 1. Michael Gregory has crashed with Dale Lightning possibly, and Scott Gregory has front end damage. So Stuart Haas racing, 2 cars involved in this one. Let's go see the reason for our first yellow flag of the race. 3 wide off turn number 4. Close together. We saw some contact before. This time more contact. Scott Gregory comes up into the side of Michael Gregory. They get up. The 3 is up there, and right here through the quality, the 14 just keeps coming up into his teammate. They wreck hard into the outside wall. There you can see the 3 of Kashawn Richardson getting some nose damage. Scott Gregory goes up and nails the outside wall. Carter Friesen gets banged around Marcus Sachi. There's Marshall Burrell, our points leader. They slide down. Look at Michael Gregory. He's going to take a hard impact to the inside safe barrier driver's side there. But a lot of cars got damage in that. You can see the two teammates end up there. There's Marshall Burrow with front-end damage. Levi Schoen's back here in the 21. He may have gotten some contact. Carter Freeze and Adam Garcia. A lot of cars towards the back of the field that possibly got damage in this crash here at Texas. Oh, that's a hard hit for Scott Gregory as well, driver's side. Michael Gregory, driver's side right there. The 14 took a hard one, though. Scott Gregory, see, he was going up the racetrack. Watch this right here. See, he goes up. He's actually going to nail the outside safer barrier. Driver's side right there. Look at that. Oh. And you can see the cars just piling in. 47 of Dale Lightning was one of them. Marcus Sachi, obviously. There's Marshall Burrow, Levi Schoens, Adam Garcia was back there. Derek Hamill was back there. Carter Friesen got damage. So all in all, I think about 5 to 8 cars had damage here at Texas. Pez led every lap so far from the pole position. He's out in front, race back to the yellow flag. We'll have Steve Morgan behind him in second for our first restart of the Nationwide Duel number 1 here at the Texas Motor Speedway. The field is in turns 3 and 4 to take the green flag right here in lap number 9. Diego Pez led every lap so far in this race. Michael Gregory has taken his car to the garage here. After some hard hits, he will be done for the day. 41 cars in lead lap on the racetrack. Pez leads the race. Steve Morgan in second. Third for Trey Rainey. Fourth for Edwin Mendez. Jay Jefferson rounds out the top 5. Luke Rennie, Carson Bowers, TJ Hanley, Riley Sprague, and Cole Luigi are the front 10. Back green here. Morgan stays with Pez. A nice jump there for the 35 off to turn 1. He's right there on the back. Run the back of the 32 of Pez. Can he make the move off turn 2? Down the back. Morgan jumps low. This could be the first lead change of the race. We'll see if he can hold down there. Two teammates go side by side for third. Mendez jumps inside Trey. Through 3 and 4. Steve Morgan off the 4th corner. He inches ahead of Diego Pez. He'll lead the lap. First lead change of the Nationwide Duel number 1. It's Steve Morgan out front. Mendez to second, the 11 car. He looks for the lead through 1 and 2 as Morgan goes wide. Here comes Jay Jefferson out of line, 3 wide, the 78 for the lead. Down the back, 3 wide's going for Jay Jefferson. He takes it away. Jay Jefferson leads the lap in Texas. Here comes Luke Rainey, the 2, to challenge off to turn 1. Luke jumps low. The 78 goes up the racetrack. Tight and dirty here for the 2 cars to lift a little bit. Jay Jefferson merges clear. Out front in Texas. Bowers looks for a second. Off to turn 3. He gets down there. Look at the 3 wide for Riley Sprague to a big move out of the 26. Hanley to the middle. Mendez into the wall a little bit. Pez gets the wall. How about JJ Reed to the front pack? He was in the grass a few laps ago after almost getting spun by Jose Mills. And here comes Bowers for the lead off turn 2. Got a nice run down the back. Jay Jefferson, though, he also got going. Look at this pack of 3 wide back here. Look at Jeff right to the bottom, aggressive move. The 5 car. Luigi trying to get clear. The 5 keeping it down there. Luigi spun by Jeff Bright through the grass, up the racetrack. Hits Steve Morgan in the process. Hard contact to the outside wall. They save it. Stack up behind for Zachary Fitzgerald Sr., Max Harrison, Kashawn Richardson, and others. Derek Hamill's on top of the 9-5. Justin Zidell, Levi Schoens, Casey Nanico, Keegan Thompson, Adam Garcia. The yellow flag is out, and our racers are coming back around. Jay Jefferson, Carson Bowers are side by side. Back to the yellow flag. It's our second yellow. Bowers back in front. Jay Jefferson back to second. As Cole Luigi takes a hard crash through the grass, spun by Jeff Bright in car number 5. Oh, watch out. Spurley 2 just got spun by TJ Hanley. Doesn't look like the damage is too bad as long as you just get back going. He is going, so he should be fine there. Looks like just a little bit of a stack up. Bowers was racing in the 19. Let's go see the reason for the yellow flag. Cole Luigi spun by Jeff Bright in the 5 car. 3 wide off turn number 4, and it did not work in this instance. Cole Luigi in the middle lane. Jeff Bright made a big move down to the bottom of the racetrack. Right here, he slides touch a little too high into the 42, and it spins Cole Luigi around into the infield grass, sliding across. See car slam on the brakes actually helped save the 46 and the 18 those, because if they just kept it in the gas, they would have hit that 42 hard. Luigi and Steve Morgan slammed to the outside wall, and then back behind them is where the real incident starts as Zachary Fitzgerald Sr. and others come piling in with nowhere to go, and they make some contact and get some damage and all that. But we're lucky that that wasn't more cars at the front of the field. Everyone did a great job behind Code, Luigi, and Jeff Bright to slam on the brakes. And for Code, he got back to the line in 6th. So he might be restarting up inside the top 10. That'll be very interesting to see if that happens. And look at this hard cut. Look at Hamill up into the air in the 20 car because of the hard hits he was taking. He got just hit from behind by so many people. Right here, watch this. The stack up starts. Look at Hamill and Burrow. Hamill takes the worst ride. Crazy one. As many cars get retired from this one. Some hard contact, some hard hits. Carson Bowers, Jay Jefferson race side by side back to the caution flag. It was number 19 getting the advantage of the yellow. Carson Bowers will be a race leader in Nationwide Duel number 1 once we get back going after the halfway point. Coming back green with 13 laps of racing to go here in our first Texas race of the Gatorade Cup Series season. A lot of cars out from this. Adam Garcia, Justin Zidell, Levi Jones, Marshall Burrow, the points are with a bad day. Derek Hamill and Keshawn Richardson. 35 cars are on the lead lap on the racetrack. Still left running. Carson Bowers, 19, leads the race. Joe Gibbs Racing has 3 of their cars up at the front of the field. In second place, it's Jay Jefferson. Third is Riley Sprue. Fourth for Luke Rainey. How about Cole Luigi? He lines up in 5th. How bad is the 42? How slow will he be on the restart? Jeff Bryce, 6th. Edwin Mendez, 7th. 8th for Steve Morgan. He also has damage. JJ Reed, 9th. And Trey Rainey rounds out the top 10. Car to come down pit row is TJ Hanley. He was up at the front of the field, remember. Back green in Texas. Luigi actually got away from Jeff Bright. The 5 spun the tires big time. The 42 staying with the lead pack. Jay Jefferson for the lead through 1 and 2. Rise to gains in 3rd. Where's the 26? Go off turn 2 and down the backstretch. Mendez gets by the 5. Look at Sprotube looking low. 3 wide. 26 goes low. He has confidence. He won the Pennzoil Truck Series race at Texas World. He once won the Gatorade Cup Series. That's been a long time. Riley Sprotube with 12 to go. He's out front. The 42 now falling back to the outside. Obviously, the damage slowing him up. Same with Steve Morgan, the 35. Riley Sprotube clear out in front. Slides up. The 78 goes really up the racetrack. 3 wide. For second, 3 wide down the back. Luke Ray help from Edwin Mendez. Jeff Bright in the picture, the 5 car. JJ Reed coming back forward. 11 to go this time by. Riley Sprotube holds the lead in the 26. Luke Rainey getting a nice run. Look at Edwin Mendez jumping low. Here comes the 11. Here comes the 5 as well, looking 3 wide. Jeff Bright down to the bottom of the racetrack. Side by side, 3 wide. That's for second. Coming to 10 to go at the start-finish line. Look at JJ Reed sliding up the racetrack. That's going to be close off turn 4. They made it work. Reed making some aggressive moves. He's up to 4th. Looking for 3rd now, maybe even 2nd. Luke Rain falls back on the top side. Riley Sprotube goes up the racetrack through 1 and 2. Jeff Bright closing in the 5 with a great corner exit down the back of the race. Coming to 9 to go at the start-finish line. They race side by side for 3rd. Mendez up top. JJ Reed down low. The 46 trying to take it. Through 3 and 4 is the preferred lane down the inside. Reed clears for 3rd. Now, his next target is Jeff Bright. The front 2 go up the racetrack. The 46 nicely down low. Look at the run for the 5, though. On corner exit. Getting to the back of the 26, but Reed has a bigger run. Gonna keep it beside the 5. Side by side for 2nd position. JJ Reed has never won a Gatorade Cup Series race. And the 46 car has never won a Gatorade Cup Series race. With 8 to go, and they're in P2 with a shot. Back behind them, they were 3 wide. They sorted it out. Griffin Lynn's coming forward the 7 car. Cole Luigi is around again. The 42 has crashed. It's our 3rd yellow of the race. Luigi for the 2nd time has crashed. And they're stacking them up behind. Hard damage. Isaac Nichols is in there. Anthony Hernandez, William Bullen. Yellow flag. It's the 3rd time in Nationwide Duel number 1. That's going to save them from catching Carter Friesen. Look how slow he was. With 7 to go. Yellow flag. Sprotube with the race lead. This will be a late race restart. It's going to be a fun restart for sure. It's going to be with under 5 to go. But Cole Luigi for the 2nd time has crashed a Nationwide Duel number 1. But he's still trucking on. Going to try and finish this race out. Let's go see what happened. So this actually had nothing to do with Cole Luigi in the 42. It's William Bull in the 31 up top. Falling back, Anthony Fox just behind him right here. 38 just kind of runs the 31 over. Bullen had to let out the gas, but the 38 just really didn't see that. Spun the 31 around. Here comes Cole Luigi right into it, and right here, 31 comes up, hits the 88, just wipes the 42 out. Luigi goes for an uncontrolled slide, and right there, Roman Fenway gets hit. There's the 1 car of Jonathan Buford. Cole Luigi slides off the wall. Eli Bright hard damage. There's the 6 Ryan Brown. Oh, look at that hit. Hernandez upside down the 4 car. Dale Lightning, Steve Morgan, Zachary Fitzwater Sr., Hernandez back down to earth. Jonathan Beeford luckily landed on all fours. Hard crash there for these drivers. What a crazy wreck. And this will set up a restart with under 5 laps to go. It's going to be about 3 laps to go once we get the green flag once again. Running at the front, you have a shot to win it. That's such a weird flip for those drivers. Luckily, everyone just came back down to earth and everything was fine there. But yeah, Anthony Fox kind of ran over the 31 car. Don't know if something happened between those two earlier in the race, but hard hit for Eli and Cole Luigi. Look at the 42 just sliding all over the place, trying to keep that car going straight. So he got back to the line 13th, and let's see how that 42 does on the restart. But it's Riley Spurleytube looking for his second win in 2 days. Out in front at the Texas Motor Speedway. JJ Reed behind him in second. We'll see how the restart goes. It'll be with about 4 laps of racing to go. And Nationwide Duel number 1 in Fort Worth, Texas. 3 laps is all the field has left to win here in the first Texas race of the season. A lot of cars out. TJ Hanley had to come down pit road. Cam Chattishi for the 23. Dale Lightning, Casey Nanico, Isaac Nichols, Eli Bright, Anthony Nez, William Bolin, Steve Morgan out. 27 cars on the lead lap. Riley Spurleytube, JJ Reed, Jeff Bright, Edwin Mendez, Jose Mills, the front 5. Spurleytube gets away on the jump. Great restart for the 26 cars. Way needed right there with 3 to go. Mendez out of line for third on Jeff Bright. Jay Jefferson out of line. But can anyone get to Riley Spurleytube in time? He's pulled away. Off the corner, down the back stretch. 26 has a nice gap. JJ Reed keeps second. Mendez goes to third. Jay Jefferson for fourth. 3 wide for the 5 up the racetrack. Off turn 4. 2 to go in Nationwide Duel number 1. Val's on for third. Jay Jefferson gets to Edwin Mendez. Look at the 11 pulling low though. JJ Reed, though, fends him off. Now Riley Spurleytube goes way up the racetrack. Here comes Reed, hard the gas off turn 2. To the back of the 26. Pushing him down the back. Look at Mills, top to bottom, the 27 trying to get in line. Reed is on the back of the 26. Looking to the inside, off turn 4. He's down to the inside. Here they are. White flag. Last lap in Texas. Side by side. Off to turn number 1. JJ Reed with the top spot. Here comes Jay Jefferson. Reed slides up. Here comes the Texas native Jay Jefferson. Down the bottom of the racetrack. Can he get to JJ Reed? Off to the final corner. Reed has the inside, but goes up the racetrack. Here comes the 78. Hard the gas. Who wins the drag race at the start-finish line? Reed, Jefferson back around. The winner is, I think, Jay Jefferson. He did do it. The 78 has won at the Texas Motor Speedway by inches over JJ Reed. What a finish in Nationwide Duel number 1. The 78 cars won it. What a race. What a finish. What a way for our first duel here in the Gatorade Cup Series. The margin of victory, inches for Jay Jefferson. The margin of victory, a dead tie. The closest margin of victory in the Gatorade Cup Series has just been broken. A record-setting race here at the Texas Motor Speedway. A dead tie. Jay Jefferson comes out on top. Let's look at that through the helmet cam. Let's look at this final lap for Jay Jefferson through the helmet cam. Right here, with 2 to go, they're coming to the white flag. Let's just go on board and see what Jay Jefferson was doing. He sees us side-by-side from him. JJ Reed and Riley Spurleytube were side-by-side at the white flag. He knows he has to get down to the inside right here. Through 1 and 2. He's down to the bottom. Reed goes up the racetrack right there. You can see the 46 come on the bottom. 78 gets a nice run, but now the 26 side driving them. They stay side by side. The 78 getting a nice run there down the bottom of the racetrack. Tries to hard to the corner, slides up, gets to the side of the 46. Here they are drag racing back to the line. I don't think he knew at the time he won it, but he did. Jay Jefferson has made history in the Gatorade Cup Series. He has won in a 0.000 margin of victory over JJ Reed in the 46. It's Jay Jefferson's second win of the season. Let's go see the finishing results. Here's how they finished Nationwide Duel number 1 at the Texas Motor Speedway. We had 3 caution flags for 12 laps. It was carnage here in our first dual race, and 6 lead changes, 6 different drivers leading up to today. And Texas Jay Jefferson reigned supreme, leading 4 laps en route to victory, and a dead tie over JJ Reed, who was inches from winning the race and getting the 46 card's first win in the Gatorade Cup Series history, but he'll have to settle for a second place finisher today. Jose Mills, a great points day, moves to 30. He's under 50 points back of Marshall Burrow now. 4th for Edwin Mendez and Riley Sprue to dominate the racing 11 laps. A great 5th place finish to back up his win yesterday in the Pennzoil Truck Series, so I'm sure he wanted that win very, very badly. Carson Bowers ends up in 6th. Griffin Lynn 7th. Diego Yepez from the pole led the first 8 laps, ends up in 8th. Jeff Bright, when is he going to get that win? Been so long for Jeff. He's been running so great so far this season. A 9th place for him, and Nathan Orman backs up the win at Charlotte with a top 10 here today. Luke Rennie ends up 11th. Trey Rennie, his brother, just behind him in 12th. Anthony Fox 13th. 14th, Riley Sampson. Sebastian Kukulon 15th. How about Nathan Stevenson 16th? Cole Luigi, where do we start with him? Crashed twice here today. Got heavy rear damage. Got heavy side damage in the second crash. He ends up inside the top 20 at 17th. I'm sure it's not the day he was looking for after getting dumped by Jeff Brett the first time, but he'll definitely take it after the day he had. Roman Fenway 18th. Ryan Brommer 19th. And Zachary Fitzgerald Sr. rounds up the top 20. Looked out the rest, Anthony Charbonneau 21st, 22nd for Scott Gregory, 23rd Jonathan Beeford, 24th Marcus Sanchi, Keegan Thompson 25th, and Carter Freeze in the car off the pace the most in 26th. Those were the only cars that finished on the lead lap. 27th Max Aronson finished 1 lap down, 28th on down, out from crash damage or mechanical issues. Steve Morgan, William Bowen, Anthony Nez, Eli Bright, Isaac Nichols, Casey Nacko, Dale Lightning, TJ Hanley, Kashawn Richardson, Derek Hamill, Marshall Burrow, Levi Shones, Justin Zidell, Adam Garcia, and Michael Gregory. Bad day for us Stewart House Racing. Again, all 4 of their cars DNF'd in crashes here today. Let's now go see the point standings. Here are how the points look after our first dual race here at Texas in the season. Marshall Burrow is still on top, but that points has shrunk drastically. It's only 44 points now that Jose Mills is behind. Dale Lightning is 3rd, Riley Sampson is 4th, and Roman Fenway rounds out the top 5 in the 13 car. Diego Yepez in 6th, Nathan Orman 7th, Griffin Lynn is 8th, 9th for Keegan Thompson. Jay Jefferson is 2nd win of the season, moves up inside the top 10, 4 points ahead of M. Garcia, who is 11th. 12th place for Jeff Bright in points. He's getting closer to that top 10. This is like the Jeff Bright of old so far this season. He's been very consistent. Eli Bright 13th, 14th for Riley Sprue, and 15th for Trey Rainey. Carter Friesen then 16th, Isaac Nichols then 17th, Michael Gregory 18th, Nathan Stevenson 19th, Zachary Fitzgerald Sr. rounds out the top 20. Our 2 wildcard spots, Eli Bright 13th and Trey Rainey at 15th. Isaac Nichols in 17th. It's only a few points though from Trey Rainey, only 2 points behind the 18 for that second wildcard spot. And you look down here, Carson Bowers, his win, he's 21st in points. He needs more, though. Edmund Mendez is 22nd. Cole Luigi's up to 23rd. Marcus Sanchi 24th. TJ Hanley in 25th. Anton Charbonneau is 26th. Sebastian Kukulon is 27th with his victory. 28th for Max Aronson, 29th Anthony Fox, Justin Zidell 30th, Luke Ray is 31st, Scott Gregory 32nd, Anthony Ness 33rd, JJ Reed 34th, William Bowen 35th, Ryan Brommer in 36th, Levi Shones 37th, Casey Nacko 38th, Kashawn Richardson 39th, Jonathan Beeford in 40th, 41st for Steve Morgan, then the 2 Dereks, Bouchard and Hamill, 42nd and 43rd here so far in the point standings. 13 races done, and race number 14 is going to look very similar to what we saw here today. We're going back to the Texas Motor Speedway for Nationwide Duel number 2, a second 30-lap race at Texas. I'll see you guys then.